We are starting our stream. Let me get my live chat up and make sure everything's working properly, but I believe it will be as per usual. Yeah, that sounds great. Chat's on. Back to the game. Hello everyone. Welcome to the 6th stream of this Head SMP collect all the heads in Minecraft challenge. So I'll get you up to speed with what's been going on since our last stream. So last stream it ended early because my laptop overheated, but I've since figured out how to boost the fan speed. And so I believe that we should have no issues at all. Now, where I've brought you out is my witch/mob farm that I started building last stream. I finished it. So let me show you what you're looking at. Basically, that's the portal spot and the AFK spot. So if we come down here, I mean, I was only up there for a second then, but you'll see that there's already several mobs in here, and there'll probably be a few more just in as well. So I'll just clear it out. Cool. Now I'm going to put hitboxes back on as well, so I can actually, yeah, see there's something up there. So there's a zombie somehow clinging on for life. There we go. I think we're clear. So yeah, I've not actually done any AFKing up there, but I've already got a witch's head. So the only reason I would actually need to do that is for XP. But as you can see, I am in copper and gold armor, and that's because I died and couldn't find my stuff again. So to start off today, we're going to do a bit of a mining session, and that's going to be how we get our armor back. I would like to get our armor back and also like to get a good trim on it. Which I do have the bolt trim, which I could use that again. I don't know if I want to use it again, but I'll make up my mind later, I guess. Maybe we go for full netherite, because I do have a netherite beacon now. Beacon? What am I saying? Upgrade template. Imagine if I'd spent all my time on a netherite beacon. That would be insane. Anyhow, we are down here. I would like to give this area a floor, actually. I'll probably use tough. So let's just do that very quickly. We've got an efficiency 5 pick, so mining through deep slate will be not instant, but certainly less painful. Let's make the polished tough. I'm sure that'll be enough. We're one shy, but I do have a stone cutter with me, so pop that there. Pop that in, polished. And there we go. A nice floor. Started mining in this direction, so let's continue. Actually, I should make sure that I have Discord open just in case any of my friends do come online. They can chat with me, so let's get that open. No, I'm not going to switch to that. Okay. Head SMP. Connected to the voice gaming channel. Cool. That should be me ready to go now. So let's get mining. I have 9 diamonds so far. I have Fortune 2 on this pick. Not, you know, I would have hoped for Fortune 3, but Fortune 2's fine. Especially with how common diamonds are now. I often mine without Fortune at all. I'm going to go for... How many diamonds do I want? I think a stack would be good. I think that's a reasonable goal to set. I've got 9, and that was from 1 clump. So let's aim for a stack. I think a stack should take us about 20 minutes to half an hour if we do well. Yeah, see, 27. I don't think it's even going to take us that if we do well enough. Just think, 27 diamonds, that's already enough for another pickaxe and a full set of diamond armor. Which is pretty good going, really. I wonder how long it would take to collect every block and every item in the game. Like creative mode's inventory. How long would it take to collect everything that exists in creative mode? That'd be an interesting one. Oh. Clearly I misjudged that. Weird though, because I didn't dig that bit away. Did I? No matter. I do have protection 3, protection 1, protection 2, and protection 1, so I should be able to survive any minor mishaps like that, in theory. Yeah, that 8 vein was crazy good, right? I'm always surprised at just how effective, because like I said, I don't know if you was on what I said, but it's only Fortune 2. So that kind of was a bit crazy. I do think that I'll be surprised if it takes us much more than 20 minutes to get a stack of diamonds, to be fair. I've already got, I think, 40 or 50 diamonds in my ender chest, but because we're doing upgrade to netherite and armor trims, kind of just want to be on the safe side, you know. But yeah, I have found that mining at Y minus 58 has absolutely been the best level for diamonds. It's so effective. It's almost feels like cheat codes. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to find a vein, but once you do, it is crazy. I was just reading your comment then, and thankfully, because I've got hitboxes on, I saw the white box looming. But yeah, fortune does make a big difference, doesn't it? I should do my old trick of, let's just, where's my stone cutter? Let's get a stack of walls. And once I'm done, just block these off, because otherwise I am going to just get blown up at some point. Or skeleton sniped. I'll do. Don't worry. Do whatever you want. Don't. I'm happy to have people putting stuff in the chat, so you can write an essay if you want. It's on me to not die. I just thought it was amusing that I looked away, and that was the moment that a creeper chose to sneak up on me. But thankfully I saw it. I've gotten quite used to playing with hitboxes on now. It's so useful in so many ways. It's useful with the head hunting because I can see exactly where I need to hit mobs. But it's also useful if I die, I can see my items from quite a ways off because they all have these hitboxes when they're on the floor. So yeah, it's super useful. Chuck that down there. I've actually got full of items, haven't I? No matter. I'll chuck some of it into the next pocket of lava I find, which I imagine won't be far away. I can hear it. There we go. So what are we ditching? Basically just the deep slate, I guess. I actually am going to hold on to the glass bottles because... Or do I need to? Yeah, I'll ditch a glass bottle, why not? I've got plenty. I've got a witch farm. I don't need glass bottles. Probably ditch those ladders as well, actually. What was I about to do with that? I was about to turn all that redstone into blocks, wasn't I? Good, good. I don't need that, actually. We'll just keep the crafted table in that slot, and then off we go. So yeah, big fan of the hitboxes, and the current mission, get a stack of diamonds, I'm sure will not take too long, and then we'll go hunting for netherite. I've got a ton of gold, so I don't need to worry about that. I believe the first place at the minute is 50 heads, and I'm on 48, so I'm pretty close, and I have quite a lot of heads that are hard to get. Still haven't found a warm biome though, so on this stream I may also do a nether subspace tunnel. Might be a good shout. You've just been cave diving. But yeah, that does get dangerous. Definitely. I read that like you meant in real life for a second, you know. The strip mining, I think it takes the biggest hurdle is getting down there. With cave diving, you can just dive straight down. Um, which I do that sometimes. I'll find a good ravine and I'll just take some doors and dive down as far as I can and then cut a hole. Okay, let's see what we get this time. So this looks like 4. I just got 1 out of that one. 33. What was that? That's 6 for 4. It's all right. It's not as good as... What did I get out of that 8 vein? I was on 9. I got to 27, so that's 18. 18 out of 8. So, yeah, that was pretty insane. See, I would go cave diving in real life within reason. Because I've been scuba diving quite a lot. I've got... I did it with Paddy, if you've heard of them. So there's usually 2 main schools when it comes to scuba diving. You've got Paddy, which is the one that's used by most countries, and you've got Paddy, which is used by most. What can I hear now? Zombie somewhere. Yeah, Paddy is used by most countries, but you've also got BSAC, which is the British something or other for diving, and they're pretty popular too. So those are usually your options. But I did it with Paddy because I was abroad when I learned. Yeah, in terms of qualifications, I got the first one, which is open water. That's kind of like your bog standard. You do diving for a week and you get open water. We may have to light things up. Yeah, I've got too comfortable with my shaders lighting up things when I hold the torch in my offhand. So, how are we doing? You know what? It should get better the further towards the end of this tunnel I get. Yeah, so I got open water, but then I got advanced open water, which is like the next one you get. And during advanced open water, you dive down pretty deep. You go to I say pretty deep. It's not deep in the scope of how big oceans get. Let me just... What are my hostile mob sounds on? 75. Let's whack them all the way down because that is driving me mad. That's better. Yeah, so you go down to 100 feet, which is obviously not that much in how deep the ocean is, but it's reasonably deep. You don't actually see that much stuff past where you'd snorkel, you know. So if you ever are considering scuba diving just because you want to see more fish, that's probably not the best reason to scuba dive, because you are going to see 80-90% of what you would see just from snorkeling without, you know, just holding your breath, diving down like 10 meters or something. Like, you will see plenty. Not even 10 meters, like 3-4 meters, you'll see loads. But yeah, so you go down to 100 feet. You also do a night dive, so you go out in the pitch black and you swim around in the ocean. You yeah, in the pitch black at night, and you see different kinds of creatures. Then you take a flashlight with you, but it's on the whole it's pretty dark for most of it. So I did that. I loved that. You also learn some techniques for enhanced maneuverability. And so once you've done advanced open water, you've got more options open to you then if you want to start taking diving a bit more seriously. So, oh yes, I do need to eat. Thank you. I'm too busy talking. Yeah. So you have a few more options open to you. And that is... One of them is cave diving. You can do a course on cave diving. You can do rescue diver, which is it's kind of learning how to be of more help to other people that are in distress underwater than it is anything to do with yourself. It's quite a good, and that I think rescue diver is fundamental. If you want to go on to become an instructor, you have to do rescue diver. All right, so 4. And we got 5 out of it. I don't know if we're ever going to top that 8 vein, are we? We'll keep trying, though. We'll hit the lava wall before long anyway. Yeah, I'm not bothering with the gravel. That's fine. Oceans are scary enough. Adding caves to that is a recipe for a panic attack. Yeah, honestly, I don't think that sort of thing is the thing that you should... You know, certain things, if you've got like a bit of a fear of it, you can like, it's okay, I'll force myself and I'll get used to it. I don't think cave diving is one of those things, because if you panic underwater in a cave, the odds of you doing something stupid and dying are so high, it's not worth it. So if you're particularly claustrophobic, just don't do it in the first place. I'm fortunate in that I don't really get particularly claustrophobic. I'm not particularly bothered either about being underwater or in tight spaces. You know, I don't feel nothing in those situations, but the level of fear I feel in those situations is just like a very, I would say a healthy level that is totally manageable. 46, so we got 8 out of that 5. Not terrible. So yeah, I'm fortunate to be in that situation, really. Most of my fears actually end up being like if I'm around a large group of people that I don't know. Like, I get socially awkward for sure. Even though I am a chatbox, I do feel awkward in social situations. Dancing, that makes me feel very self-conscious. Karaoke, again, makes me feel very self-conscious. But when it comes to things like heights and being underwater, like those sorts of fears, I don't really suffer too much. Like, I'm all right with that stuff. So yeah, if I was ever required to help someone out in a physically dangerous situation, you know, like at height or in a tight cave, you know, so long as I had the knowledge to go along with that, I would be fine. But if it was like, Tom, can you go and help someone out in this social situation, I'd probably just make it worse, to be honest. 54, we're not far off that stack now. Yeah, I think there's genuine phobias like claustrophobia, right? Where someone gets in a tight space and they freak out, they can't deal with it. That is like a genuine fear or phobia, right? But if you're someone that when you're in a tight spot, you're like, oh, I feel kind of uncomfortable. This is freaking me out a little bit, but I can more or less deal with it if I put my mind to it. I would say that's like a normal level of fear. That's healthy. Because you shouldn't feel nothing in a dangerous situation. That just means you're stupid or overconfident. I think the best level of fear is a level that makes you more alert, but that you can, you can deal. A healthy level of fear is an advantage. It's a positive thing. But crippling fear that leaves you unable to actually function doesn't help you at all. So yeah, going back to what I said earlier about should you ever like force yourself to do something dangerous to try and overcome the fear, I think if it's something that's dangerous to the point of being life-threatening, no, I don't think you should. Something that I forced myself to do that was a bit dangerous but not life-threatening was learning to drop in with a skateboard on a half pipe. There's not no danger there. The level of risk is kind of like, I don't know, you'd get maybe a broken arm, worst case scenario, but you're not going to die. So I would say that was like an acceptable. Oh goodness me, the noises. That was like an acceptable thing to force myself to do. But yeah, I probably wouldn't take it much further than that. Really, I value life. I don't have like a little. I guess I'll just have to run to the end of one of these. That looks pretty close. Let's go down there. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's just pop that in there. Make some more redstone blocks. Good. Run and fetch a bit of lava. Reseal this, and then let's make a. You know what? If I'm mining that way and that way, I'm probably never actually gonna mine this way because I will have already strip mined mostly that way anyway. So, with that in mind, let's. Let me think. If I have a step there. And it would go into that? Yeah. So do that for the time being. And then I can crouch and literally just stand over it. No chance of me falling in. And just ditch all of this stuff. I'll probably keep the tough. But the deep slate, I'm really just not going to use it. Good. Let's continue on. It's my guy. Yeah, feel free to give me a tip. And hello, thank you for joining. So close to the stack of diamonds. Come on. Just, I probably only need like one more decent vein, right? And I'll be there. Okay, we're in business. $63. Okay, well, that's not a stack, so we're gonna press on. We're gonna get that stack. We're gonna get more of a stack, more than a stack at this point, I would say. Yeah, no worries, man. I'll catch you in a bit. Enjoy leagues. Thanks for joining. I'll probably be on till like just before 5:30 my time. So I don't know what that is where you are, but we're Greenwich Main Time +1 at the moment. Are we +1 at the moment? It's summertime, yeah. We're GMT +1 in the UK currently. Oh, let's hope you're right. Let's run into another 8 vein, please. Biggest vein I ever found? 13. 13 vein. And I didn't fortune it because I didn't have it at the time. How annoying is that? Sounds like I'm near another cave somewhere. There is actually a cave right above me, to be fair. Or at least back where I've got that little landing room. It's quite a big cave. I've not even explored it yet. I might do that at some point once my armor's a little better than it currently is. Don't know if maybe I'm getting a bit of like sunk cost fallacy mining in this direction at this point, because I'm really not finding much else. And we'll call that the end of it. Let's eat. It's not currently anyone else online, so I should be all right. I don't think I'm going to get overtaken anytime soon. They need to fix this. Complementary shaders reimagined is so good, but the fact that you get these light rays coming through underground is a little annoying. That's my only criticism of this shader pack. You shouldn't be able to see the sun setting underground. Man, I'm going to be searching for that last diamond for ages, aren't I? Feels like, anyway. Maybe not. I might get lucky. I'm all out of Monster. I shouldn't be drinking that. I should be being good. I went out for a run yesterday for the first time in 6 months. I did a 5K, which, okay, so let me be clear about this. I used to run a lot. I used to do a lot of sort of long distance running. So 5K for me, you know, 6-7 months ago even was no problem at all. But I've been super lazy for the last, since sort of February time. I've barely done anything. So that's 6 solid months of just not exercising. And I went out and did a 5K yesterday, which should have been a piece of cake, and it took me almost 40 minutes, which for me, you know, my fastest time was like 24 minutes 30 before, and I could run it in 25 minutes if I put some effort in pretty consistently. So yeah, it was an embarrassing return, but this is how it goes. You don't use it, you lose it. So I've now got to put the effort in to being healthier and getting out, doing some more walks during the day, running regularly. And I reckon a month from now, I should be maybe not quite back where I was, but a lot better. So I'm going to try and run not every day, but every other day. And hopefully I'll be back to where I was before I know it. You know, maybe that's wishful thinking, but I've been through this process before where I've had to basically retrain because of not running for ages, and it doesn't take that long to get back where you were, because your body remembers it. Just when you're not doing anything physical, it's just like, oh right, well I don't need to be fit, so I won't be, because that takes energy, and it adjusts to whatever your lifestyle is. You adapt. So I need to adapt to being active again, which is clearly why I'm sat here streaming, drinking an energy drink. I'm being naughty today. But I have decided in my head, I need to just take better care of myself, you know. I'm not getting younger. You can sort of get away with living like a bit of a degenerate when you're in your 20s, but I'm nearly 34. So I don't think I'm going to get away with it. Perhaps I need to go and offload some of this deep slate. To the rubbish bin. We need this in real life. You know, imagine if in real life people could just take their garbage and drop it into lava, and it would just basically be completely deleted from existence. No problem. Wouldn't that be useful? I can convert that back, right? Yeah, I can. I was going to say, should have checked that before. Well, I think I probably have been mining for over half an hour now. So technically I haven't got my stack, have I? But I can't be far off. There's got to be another diamond around here somewhere. I'd be shocked if it takes me much longer. Come on, diamonds. I want to get on with the next part of the challenge. There we go. I willed it into existence. Huh. It's literally just what I need. There we go. A stack and 2. We'll leave it there for... I don't need that there. I've got a gate. There we go. Right. Let's get rid of any junk once again. Don't really have much junk, really, come to think of it. You know what? I'll make a little barrel stick in the corner for bits and bobs. Let's do it. So all the tough can go in here, as can some deep slate. We'll put all of this in here. I'll take the lapis back with me. Cool. So pop that in there. And we have the diamonds now. So let me just show you this cave quickly. So yeah, it's pretty big cave. I've not explored it at all. I just lit up around my ladder, essentially. But yeah, pretty good size. Oh, there's a diamond there. Let's just get rid of him. You know, I won't bother with the golden iron, but we may as well just look around the nearby area for any diamonds that happen to be readily available. Am I seeing that right? It's not a mine shaft, is it? No, I don't think it is. Any diamonds around here? No. A lot of lava, not much in the way of diamonds by the looks of it. But that's okay. It's not like we don't have enough already. I might make a through tunnel. Oh, Matt, was I too far back or something? Why was it taking so long to get through it? Well, anyway. There really isn't that much, if anything, around here. Crazy. But yeah, there you go, basically. That's pretty much it. Just pop all of this back in here. And up we go. Man, 6 of you online at the minute. That is a record, I think. Thank you very much. We are now off to get some ancient debris. That's the plan. I already have 2 netherite upgrade templates, so I need... If I was just going to do the armor, I obviously want to keep a template, so I need 3 more templates. So I'll have to duplicate... Yeah, I'll have to duplicate one of the ones I've got a couple of times. But that's okay. Well, a few times, actually. I don't know why they're all still in there. That is a good amount of diamonds. How much XP have I got now? 23. Should we get some levels in as well while we're here? Because we are at a pretty good XP farm. We will stand at this top platform for... See, that's cool, isn't it? Proper halo effect with the rainbow. Haven't quite got the right field of view for that. But yeah, we'll stand up here for just a couple of minutes to let mobs generate down there in our farm. I don't think it will take very long. And then we'll jump down. I wonder if there's any more llamas have spawned upon this extreme hills as well. I still need a llama head. Maybe we should check that out. I also need a stray head, which there's snow, I think, that way. So that might be worth checking out. Looks like it's worked. So it's not a proper witch farm because it spawns all sorts of mobs, but because I built it where a witch hut was, I do get a lot of witches from it. Get a lot of creeper heads from this thing, because creeper heads with this mod are 50-50 drop. Most stuff is a lot smaller a percent than that. Yeah, 9. And I got 3 earlier. And basically, we just do that. Hello if you're just joining. 7 online now. Brilliant. And we rinse and repeat, because maybe I can poke a hole in the wall of this thing and show you the inside, actually. I'll show you how I built it. It's very, very basic, but very effective. Because we're this high up, it doesn't matter how many caves there are underneath this patch, because we're too high up for the game to render any mobs in those caves. And I've lit up the caves that are just below anyway. So essentially, all the mobs in those caves will despawn once we're up here, and it will only spawn mobs in this area in the darkest patch available, which is inside that box, which is why after just like 30 seconds of being up here, we can essentially go back down and there's a ton in there. So if I jump off again now, and sort of probably see in this thing, you can hear them if there's a hitbox. So there will be more in there now. In fact, I'll probably get someone throw something at me, but if I just quickly do this, you can see I've got trapdoors, so they think they can walk off the edge, even though they can't. So it's basically just that. Trapdoor gaps for 6 layers. And then they all get washed with a water stream down into the kill chamber. It's not actually been as effective that time. Maybe I need to spend a little more time up there. I don't know. I wasn't up there for as long that time, was I? Let's give it another go. Doesn't usually take very long to have an effect, so let's head up. I think this actually might be slightly faster than when you find a mob spawner, because with a mob spawner it's kind of like you have to wait for it to reset all the time, and that can sometimes take a while, depending on how you've built it, of course. But with this thing, in theory, you can kill all the mobs and then just come back up here and wait, and you're good to go, essentially. So we'll give it a minute or so. Good time for any questions if you have any, by the way, those of you that are online. Oh, and in case it's not obvious, the path blocks are to stop anything else from spawning in that particular area. especially if I'm doing this at night time. They can spawn obviously in the surrounding areas, but this area here is just completely unspawnable because the top of the farm has slabs on it. So it's literally just the outside and inside the box where things can spawn. Let's see what that's like now. Okay, that sounds better. Sounds a bit more promising. Wait. Bogged. Good, good, good. Sometimes, yeah, there is a spider up there. The spiders don't come down unless you literally look them in the eye. Cool. Let me I have the replay mod recording because it helps me make good thumbnails. Decent thumbnails. I actually think my thumbnail for this video was not quite as good as I would have liked. But then again, a lot of you have clicked on it compared to usual, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these days I have no idea what makes a good thumbnail anymore, because YouTube just seems different. Which is kind of why I've kind of got to the point with YouTube where I'm like, I'm just going to chill out. I'm going to have fun, do some live streams. I might make a video when I feel like it, but I'm not going to overthink it, because it changes so much now, and it's almost becoming like a business platform. You know, you can't really have fun and expect it to get you any results anymore. I don't know why I've just jumped off so soon. Would that really have worked? It sounds like it. Just here they come. So earlier when I said I don't need water bottles, it's because you get them from the witches. So I've already got quite a few. And then obviously you got these as well. Ooh. Another name not found. I've been collecting these ones. Certain mobs, like especially certain variants and certain babies, don't actually have a head. So far I've found 2. I think since the Tiny Takeover update, there's that many potential heads now that not all of them are included. Up top again. And actually, this time while I'm up here, being as the sun is setting, maybe I'll sleep it off, because the spawn rates definitely do get worse at night, I have found. So there we go. That should be enough. Just run off again. good for sticks as well, actually. How many sticks have I got out of this? I did take a stack out of here earlier, so it's a stack and 13. But yeah, I can't complain. Poison arrows, potentially, yeah. A few of those when the odd bogged spawns in there. I honestly think that if you just want to make a normal mob farm, if you make it in a swamp where there's a witch's hut, you're getting bogged and witches as well as... I know you get witches in a normal mob farm, but you don't get anywhere near as many. And it's great for just getting redstone, glowstone, the works, really. Plus all your normal stuff. Probably, it's one of my favourite farms I've ever made. Let's have a look at you guys here. I don't know if It's My Guy is still on, but I'm still waiting for my tip on finding caves. Right. Off we go again. Not hearing any witches this time. Interestingly. I'm sure there will be some. It is where a witch hut was after all. Pop the hitboxes back on, yeah. So there's a spider stuck up there again, which I'll have to get rid of. Come on. Don't let the creeper blow it all up. Okay, so it's probably just a few zombies basically now. Sometimes you do have to clear it out before it will start working again. Interesting. I'm going to assume that those mob noises are coming from perhaps below me from some spot I haven't lit up, so hopefully if I just chill up here for another 10 seconds, that'll be that. Is there a specific option for portal noises? That's not that. Seems like it's blocks, doesn't it? Cool. That'll do. It's a little bit less intrusive. I'll be so annoyed, you know, if I get my 30 levels and then jump off that thing and lose everything. It is mad that you could have 10,000 levels, fall off of something, and Mojang's like, here's 7 back. Can I interest you in 7 levels? Gonna have to clear some of this out soon, aren't I? You know what? That'll do for now. 31 levels. I'm gonna get some levels mining in the Nether anyway. So let's go do that. Because I said I would. Now, I have a 1,000 block journey in that direction. So something I've been doing to speed the whole process up is brewing myself speed 2 potions. Off we go. That does look quite hilarious. But yeah, so essentially I got to run for 1,000 blocks in this direction, and this speed 2 potion should take me about 800 blocks of the way in that 90 seconds. And then after that it's only a couple of hundred blocks basically, and I'll be back where I started. So the next phase of the plan, now that we have almost 2 stacks of diamonds, is going to be to, let me just tilt that, it's going to be to mine for ancient debris. I've already got a lot of gold, and we're going to get ourselves full netherite armor, at least the armor. For that I need 16 debris, right? I already have, I think, 1 netherite scrap in my ender chest that I found in a bastion, so even including that we need 15, so it's not so bad. If I can also upgrade my sword and pickaxe, that would be cool, but I'm not super bothered if I can't. I think of the two, I would probably choose to upgrade the pickaxe for the durability, because the pickaxe has been very useful. And we're about to run out of speed 2. Look at that. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? Get that down me. Now, I should be... Yeah, I've got like... maybe slightly more than I thought. Maybe like 300 blocks or so. But it won't take me long. I've ran a little bit off course as well, so I need to be slightly this way. I am hoping that at some point Mojang adds an update to the game that allows players to my idea for this update is basically something that allows players to completely play the game, other than defeating the Ender Dragon, other than that, completely play the game in the Nether and be able to get most items. So, you know how in the, here we go, in the normal overworld, you have a wandering trader. My idea is that Mojang adds like a Nether, like a wandering merchant or a wandering barterer that's basically like kind of like a zombified piglin, because you have to have the idea, right, that he goes into the overworld and gets certain items, but the idea is it wouldn't be anything crazy like a load of diamond stuff, because you can find diamond gear in the Nether. But what it would be is things like dirt, saplings, lapis for enchanting, things like that, so that you could actually pretty much just play the game in the Nether. Because at the moment you can start in the Nether and stay in the Nether and get diamond gear, but you can't really do any kind of enchanting. You can't really make a villager library, so it'd be good as well if he could potentially, how would he get villagers in there? I don't know. He'd probably have to think about that one. But it would be good if you could start a villager library somehow. In my mind, there is already a way to do that, but it is just painfully long. You know how if you're attacking zombified piglins, where's my head? These guys, if you're attacking these, every now and then they spawn in a random zombie. And for every zombie that spawns in the game, there is a 1% chance that it will be a zombie villager. So in theory, if you were very, very patient, you could make a huge farm for killing these. And when you eventually spot one of these guys, in theory, I don't know if this has ever happened in practice. I've not tried it because it would just be too time consuming. But in theory, if you really wanted to, maybe every now and then one of these guys would spawn in, right? But it's like a 1 in 10,000 chance. Something stupid like that. It's not very much. But technically that would make it possible, right? You could have a villager trading hall. Maybe I should give that a go at some point. Whoa. Oh, nearly lost all those levels. Goodness me. I ran off the edge instead of jumping. Oof. Right. Let's just set my spawn quickly. Obviously, I'm hoping I'm not going to die, but probably wouldn't be a bad idea to just set my spawn anyway. Good, we've got some oozing potions. These are great for getting slime, by the way. Essentially, you will just never run out of slime if you make oozing potions. I'll set some more brewing now, actually, while I'm thinking about it. Might as well. So that's 3 in. That can go there. And I need one of those, one of those, one of those. Nether wart in, then we do the slime block, and then we do the gunpowder, so it's a splash potion. Because otherwise it's only good for me. Let's harvest this and replant. Not a very pretty farm, but it does the job for now. And all that racket, by the way, we've got automatic chicken farm here for food. And this guy, I've been throwing infested potions at him so that silverfish drop down. There's also one in the boat because it got stuck. And then I can come down here and smack this armor stand and get XP. Only problem is, I've kind of tried to build this without following a design, and I've since realized the way I've done it is not very effective. What I should do is get rid of these snow golems at the side and literally just have this guy here, but put like 20 snow golems all in one spot. It'd be way more effective than just these 7 kind of half hitting him. But that is a job for another day because we've got the mob farm. Out of interest, let's see what I get. Well, that's got sharpness 1 on it currently, so. Sweeping edge 2? Oh, there's torches on it. Of course it's bad. Sweeping edge 3. You know what? You know what's going to happen, don't you? We all know what's going to happen. I'm going to do it. And it's going to be Sweeping Edge 3 Bane of Arthropods. Are we ready for this? Or it's just going to be Sweeping Edge 3 and nothing else. Yes! Alright. All is forgiven. All is forgiven. because that was a looting 3 on the 30, and when I got Bane of Arthropods 4 with it, I was mortified. That is such a good result. So, what does this give me? Okay, knockback 2. I'm not, you know what, I'm not that fussed about the knockback enchantment, because actually it can be, in some situations, it can be a bit of a hindrance. I think at this point, it's got 1 durability. I'm never going to combine that with anything to get looting it, but keep Bane of Arthropods, so I think we also get rid of that. So we've got 2 swords that we can combine with this one so far. I've not been doing any villager trading on this, so which I should really for mending. I need mending on my armor, that's for sure. Right, and they can just stay in there now for the next phase. Down here, I just have a random axolotl. I was breeding sulfur cubes in here, but we need some more slime really, which is why I got those oozing pots. But again, something for another day. What we're doing now is going to the nether, and we're going to go and mine for ancient debris. So I will get a stone cutter. Yep, there's one here. Good. Do I have any decent stacks of anything? Do I want blackstone? No, we'll go deep slate, because we've got so much of it. That'll do. We'll head off down this road to our normal portal. So this is not for the nether roof, this is just for the nether itself, where we're going now. Now, those of you that are just chilling here, kind of, I know that a lot of people like to just have a stream on as background noise, which is totally cool, totally fine by me. That still felt way too loud. In about 5 minutes, I am going to go and pick up my wife from her afternoon job. And when I do that, I'm actually going to leave the stream running, because she's only a short distance away. And I'll just put it on like a... I have a be right back mode with some chill Minecraft style music that you can enjoy. And I will be right back. So stick around. Enjoy the music in the background. And after just a few minutes, I will return. Huh. What is this? It's actually the Nether Fortress down here. I didn't know that. Well, that's interesting. I might keep a little doorway there. Why not? Anyway, not what we're doing. We want Y... Oh, grief, we're actually quite high up. We want Y14. Efficiency 5 on a pickaxe, by the way, it's great, but you really do have to be careful in the nether, because it is insta-mine and you can easily go through the floor. Or just run straight into lava if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. Also, because you're insta-mining everything, the durability goes down way faster. I think the durability is literally just like per block. With Unbreaking 3, it's obviously a roll as to whether you lose any durability or not, but even so. So I'm at 30 now. That is possibly lava level, right? Yeah, can't place any blocks, so I'm going to assume maybe we'll have to make a sideways turn. Even that might not work, but we'll give it a go. Actually, no, we would need, because we're going to place stairs here, so I do actually need that space still. Let's try and go this way. So far, so good. Still found it somehow. Yeah, and I can't place anything. Oh, good. Good. I can actually go downwards. So we're at 18. Ah, we're at 14. We've done it. Perfect. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's make a little room. I usually go for like 5 by 5. Oh. It's hard to tell. Is that a single block? Or is that like a proper pool? It's at least a few blocks, I think, over there. So probably mining in that direction is not going to be an option, is it? So is that 5 by 5? I think it is. There we go. And now to put in a deep slate. No, do I want a deep slate floor? Might be nice to have a quartz floor, actually. I need 25. 25 times 4 is, what, 100? I reckon I could quite easily put in a quartz floor. We have a crafting table there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, like that. And then I can just put the other bits in later. That'll work. Cool. that down, and I would assume that we're going to need, we're going to need the pickaxe quite a bit, I think, because I only really dug down what I need to. That I am going to have to go and get my wife in just a second, so you know what, we'll do it now. I'm going to leave myself here, guys. I'm not going to end the stream, so don't worry. What I'll do is, I believe if I pause the game and hit this one, I'll soon see. Looks like I've lagged a little bit, actually. It would seem not. Don't worry, I'll do it manually. Let's go onto OBS and let's go. Be right back. Alright guys, enjoy, and I will be back in about 5 minutes or so.
back. We are back. Oh my word. How is there more people online now than before? Where's my headset? Oh, I'm gonna find where I put it.
All right. 15 people online now. Oh my word. Let's get the gaming window back. Does this mean that the be right back screen is more entertaining than me? Don't worry, I'm not taking it personally. All right, so thank you. If you've just joined, I was just picking my wife up from work, and what we're doing is we're just building an area that we can mine for ancient debris, but I thought that we'd make a bit of a staircase getting to it to make it easy to come back to as well, because I'm probably not going to get all the debris that I need today. There's 15 people on my stream at the minute, Shah. That's like an all-time record. If you've just joined and you've not been on one of my streams before, can I ask, how have you found this? Is it on browse features? Is it like on your shorts feed and you've flicked onto it? I want to understand how YouTube works, because at one point I thought I knew, and now I'm convinced that I don't really have much of a clue anymore. But I've been trying this whole, like, maybe something very intriguing about the bright blue screen. You guys, I knew you were in my corner. I knew that you were here for me and not the blue screen, so thank you for reassuring me. It is a nice bright blue screen. I spent time, like, I don't know if you noticed that, like, the two shades of blue kind of drift across the screen as it's going. I actually spent time editing those videos so that I could just have it on a loop. I think it was worth it. We've got to be near the top again now, right? Can't be that far off. I was actually higher up than I thought where that portal has spawned in, but I don't think we were that far up. I think we were at like Y80 something. So hopefully, shortly we'll be back where we started. I am going to get Cover Me in Debris before we end this stream today. I'm pretty confident with that one. Be good if we got another head, being as this is the drop heads challenge as well, isn't it? This is a head hunt. I'm kind of focusing more on gearing up a bit because of losing my gear. But a head hunt is the priority. So I actually have one head left to get in the nether as well. I've got every single nether mob other than I am yet to get a piglin brute. I killed every brute in the last bastion and not one of them dropped a head. Even though there was 16 brutes, right? And it's like a 1 in 10 chance to drop. So that was pretty unlucky on my part. I'm not... Am I wearing gold? Yes, I'm fine. This is a little bit dicey doing this because obviously I'm risking lava coming down on me, but hopefully not. Hopefully I'll be fine. Might not do this when I get lower. But for now it seems to be working just fine. So I think here at this sort of twist and turn bit is probably where I need to stop doing that. Although, so far, no problems. Alright, cool. Probably couldn't have gone much better, really. Let's find some ancient debris. That could have gone better. As could that. Although I instantly forgot, didn't I, that that way was sort of... What? Oh, it's the crafting table. I was going to say, I was like, how did I get hit by it when it was stopping there? And I've got suspicion. Can I... That's it. I got it. I got it all. It was just a few blocks, I thought. Okay. I think it's safe to say we can't go in that direction, so we're stuck with this one. And if this one's no good, then this whole thing's been a bust. That should be fine. I believe that is just one. I think. It's not, is it? It's going to be a whole lake. Yeah. It's not very good, is it? So, I think what we should do now... Ah, good question. So, one of you found the stream from your notifications tab. Because you have the bell on, you're a real one. Only the real ones have the bell notification tab. The rule for the dragon head, while I'm figuring out what to do about this situation, is essentially whoever kills it, whoever gets the achievement freed the end, they're the one that gets the dragon head. But also, we were saying that the dragon heads on the end ships should also count, because there's not really any way to know, is there? Whether the dragon's got a 100% drop rate anyway, so you could recreate the dragon and get it that way. I'm in two minds about it. Part of me actually does want to like make that a thing where it's like, no, you have to kill the dragon. So if you haven't got the achievement, then it doesn't matter where the head came from, because clearly you haven't killed the dragon. Because part of this is defeating every mob, right? In a way, even though it's collecting the heads. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it would be a good idea to have it, you have to kill the dragon? So, if you're not the one that gets the achievement, you then have to, like, go and get the required end crystals and respawn the dragon and defeat it to get your head? What do you think? Part of me thinks that could actually be a good idea. But is it overly harsh? I know I don't need to do this, but I just feel like that looks like it's got a bit more support if we're going to be going behind. Something I've not been able to help myself with in this challenge is still being a bit of a builder. At heart, that is my playstyle. I like building things and I like making farms. And so even on these challenges where it's not optimal to do that, I still find myself doing it. Cool, so we'll do that. We'll maybe... and then we'll go this way. And just... oh, you gotta be kidding me. That, I feel like, could we wall that off maybe? I'm determined to make this work. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Guess we could try this again. Hope that we miss it, but I don't think we will. Nope. Oh. No. We're foiled again. Genuinely quite disappointed with that. Dug all the way down, made my little staircase, only to be thwarted by lava. So I think probably my only choice now, let me just bring this a bit more level with me. It's better. I think we cut our losses. Get rid of that. Get some lava. What? Why does that take priority? Huh. Hold up now. Maybe it's not over. Yes. Guys, it's not... it's over now. That is 100% more than one block. On the bright side, we got another 30 levels. Before we abandon this area completely, we've come this far. So, can we get anything in this area? Anything at all? Should have brought a shovel with me. must be basically the lava lake, right? Can't really think of anything else it'd be. Don't know that that's fixable either, really. Could be. Could be onto a winner. Basically, if I can find a direction where I can run for ages before... Hey, here we go. That's 2. Shard, do you mind just pulling that curtain to... It's just sunlight, I think. It's just catching me in the face and I can't quite see what I'm doing. Thank you. Okay, that was a lot better, right? It might be that we can get around some of this lava issue. Maybe we don't have to go somewhere else. Shah, what do you think? I'll relay your thoughts to the chat. What do you think the rule should be for the dragon head? Do you think that we should be able to use the dragon heads you find on end ships? Or do you think you should have to respawn the dragon? If, you know, if someone... We're doing it so whoever gets free the end gets the head, right? When we all go to kill it for the first time. But do you think the others should be allowed to take heads from the boats? Or do you think that it should be they have to make end crystals and respawn the dragon and kill it properly? Say again.
Depends if I'm the one that kills it.
She says it depends if she's the one that kills it, which I kind of thought is what she might say. I'm leaning towards it has to be the person, you know, you have to kill it properly. And the reason I'm leaning towards that is because if you think about it, the person who does kill it, doesn't that kind of like invalidate their... Doesn't that kind of invalidate their kill if, you know, like 10 minutes later someone finds an end ship and just gets the head? So I'm thinking maybe we make a rule that all dragon heads must be left on the boats. Can't take a dragon head from anywhere else. You have to kill it yourself and respawn it. I think that is probably, as annoying it would be if it's you that has to go through the effort of doing it, I think that's actually probably a good rule. And it is a 100% drop rate on the dragon, so it's not like you're going to go through all the trouble of respawning it just to not get the head. We might go with that, chat. We might do that. We might say that you need to actually respawn it properly. Seems to me that that would be a good rule to introduce. You know, I read something one time about ancient debris, that there is like a chunk limit on how much can spawn within a chunk. So essentially, if you find like, say 3 or 4 really close together, there's no point you mining anywhere else in that chunk. You already got them all. But I can't remember what the rate is. I'm gonna have to watch this pickaxe. This is good though. Getting a good bit of distance on this. I won't say no to the blackstone either. Don't need any more deep slate. I'll just use blackstone for anything else, I think. Really need those. I'll keep the magma. It'll be good for making a zombified piglin farm for golden XP later, I think. Cool. So that's all that sorted. Let's continue. Let's get that quartz as well. Don't know why I'm doing that really, but anyhow. Okay, and we've hit our wall. That's good. Let me just make some more quartz. Ooh. That is my alarm going off. This is a little bit old manish of me, but it is time to take my pill. And I always forget, so I have an alarm on my phone. Sorted. I don't even know if that's allowed on YouTube. I mean, it's medication. It's nothing crazy. I think I'm gonna perhaps make a white line showing the way to go, being as I've made so many tunnels at this point. $18 online. It's because I took a pill, isn't it? Everyone was like, whoa, everyone quick, get online. This guy's taking pills on YouTube. Sorry to disappoint you, everyone. It was just doctor's medication. This stream is not going to get any more lively than it already is. For those of you that are sensible, I apologise for my childish sense of humour. Yeah, that was a waste. Aha. Would I have been better going through? Like this way? Obviously there's lava there, but then, yeah, I think I'd like to do that. And pretty much forget those other ones. Literally just go down there. And perhaps mine these back up as well. Get a couple back. Yeah, that works. So we're going that way, that way. And on down this way. Nice. Ah, and I can get that back. Excellent. Lava blocked, lava blocked. Not lava blocked. And then I guess we don't worry about that bit down there. If we get any more magma, I'll probably do the same there as well. And there. And then there. And then just focus on mining this area out. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go right to the end here. And we're going to start doing a 2x2. Like as in every 2 blocks, like with diamonds, we're going to strip mine and work our way backwards. And we should, using that method, get more ancient debris. Let me just not forget the quartz while it appears. Don't need the gold. Okay, that way nothing's happening. I think we can go this way though. Which does actually lead me to wonder. I knew that'd be risky. Not to worry. How's my armor doing? The armor's fine. No harm done. Depending on how well this goes, we might continue in this direction. Yeah, probably not. That's fine. Tip, if you see lava coming towards you, if you mine the block underneath it, it will just flow down and it will stop. So obviously if you've not got a good pickaxe, you might not have enough time to do that, but with an efficiency 5 pick against netherrack, you'll be fine. Let me just eat again because I've not quite fully healed. And that, because I do have a piece of debris in my chest. That is one item. Always check around just to make sure we haven't missed any, but doesn't look like we have. We need to go this way as well, actually. This will be pretty good. We'll have gone in one stream from copper armor to netherite armor. And that's pretty good, man. Can't say much fairer than that. All thanks to a Fortune 2 pickaxe. Which I may actually need to, before we continue mining. As soon as the durability on this reaches, what are we on? 100. Yeah, I think pretty soon we're going to have to go back and repair it. As soon as that little red dot disappears, which will be any minute now. Because I don't want to break it, because that really will be a bummer. $83. $62. I reckon once it gets below 50. Yeah. Or maybe below 60. Yeah, 58. Okay. We don't want to push our luck. So what we'll do now is we'll run back this way. And I don't think it's going to require too many levels to combine it with another diamond pick. Of course, the ideal scenario would be you get a mending book. But I don't have one. Ah, hello. It is nice knowing I now have sharpness 4 on this sword. So let's very quickly sleep. I'll get rid of the annoying rain noise as well. Now, I think in this chest I have, yeah, the old faithful. Silk Touch. If I was going to do that. You know what, I might. Let's take some diamonds and some more sticks. And let's do that. Make 2 more picks. Lapis as well. Hopefully it won't just be Silk Touch. Decent. Very decent. We could take that actually for our next mining session and just put old Jeffrey Bezos back in there. See if we could just get efficiency 4 on Old Faithful and combine it. That'd be pretty much a perfect Silk Touch pick as well. See, Fortune 1. I need another Fortune 2 pick to make Jeffrey as good as he can be as well. What have I got in terms of what I can put with the sword? Smite. Don't really need Smite, to be honest with you. Unbreaking 2. Could put Unbreaking 2 on it, I suppose. But there's no guarantee it's going to be sharpness along with that, right? It could be Unbreaking 2 and Bane of Arthropods, knowing my luck. I'd almost be better off getting like sharpness 1 or something. You know what, we'll give it a go. It's only 2 levels. Yeah, we're fine. So we can combine them too. So that's 18. What about that? 6. I mean, we're doing it that way then. What are we going to call this one? Any ideas for a name, chat? What are we going to call this sword? I await your advice. I have no real ideas myself, so the first thing that came to my mind was Slicer, but that's boring. What could be a good name for a sword? Maybe tied into the headhunt. cleaver. Yeah. You know what? Maybe. I mean, it really doesn't look like a katana, but what do you think? Katana? Because whenever I think what sword would be sharp enough to just take a head clean off, that is the challenge. We're getting mob heads. The first sword I think of is a katana. I don't see any disagreements. So in about 5 seconds, I'm going to go for that. I think we're going for it. It will be called katana. We've done it. Now, is there anything else? Could get another Unbreaking 2 actually, and that would make it Unbreaking 3 if it doesn't give me something stupid with it. It didn't. Perfect. Oop, what am I doing? Breaking efficiency. Yeah, we'll stay without that for now. Let's pop that back in there. What did that need? Oh, that Old Faithful did need efficiency 4, didn't it? Is that going to be the next thing I do? I need 30 levels for it though, and I'm back down to 8, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. Let's pop that back in there, along with some diamonds. Lapis. Yeah, I think that's all good for now. I don't remember doing that, but fine. I'm not going to upgrade my pickaxe to netherite until one of them is like basically as good as it can be, sans mending book, because I think that would be an unwise choice, because if I'm going to combine pickaxes again, that would mean I'd need 2 netherite pickaxes, which is obviously a lot harder to get than diamond. I don't know what I was about to do there. I should be putting away this copper and getting some blaze rods. That's what I should be doing. I have that many blaze rods that I've been using them as fuel. Because I don't actually have any coal left. But they smelt 12 items, so let's wait till that gets to 12 and then do it. We'll put the blaze rods in that furnace, and then that's that sorted. How am I doing for food? Back up to a stack. All right. Whoa! Oh! Oh my word. That was nearly the front of my house destroyed. Sharpness 4, apparently. That good? Okay. That was a bit tense, wasn't it? There's just a random one sat in a boat over there. Wonder how long he's been sat in that thing. So far, this stream has been by far the best stream in terms of how many of you guys have managed to join for it. So honestly, I don't really have any grand dreams with all of this. Ah, this is Silk Touch, isn't it? That's all right. That's fine. We'll collect it up. It's actually more space efficient in my inventory to do it that way and then just fortune it later. Yeah, honestly, thanks so much for joining. It's a lot of fun for me when I've got people that will have a little bit of a chat while I'm playing. Gives me something to talk about while I'm pursuing whatever the goal is in the game. I think our peak, unless it peaked during during the blue screen, which is entirely possible that it peaked when I wasn't even here with the blue screen. But the peak amount of viewers I've seen while playing has been 19 today, which is awesome. Seriously, that is so cool. So thank you very much. Please do feel free to keep joining for these streams, and I will try and make them as chatty and entertaining as possible. I think some of the streams I've done in the past have definitely been a little bit on, like I've done them while I'm a bit tired and they've not been that good. It's something I'm trying to work on. I know that streaming, I don't know if I want to go so far as to say it's an art form, but it's a skill, you know? It takes skill to be able to keep talking while you're playing, keep thinking of things to talk about, keep things flowing, and not just sort of sit there in silence. I do tend to get a bit quiet if I'm really concentrating, which definitely, if you will have noticed when the door opened just then, I made that little surprise noise and then I went very quiet when I was trying to just deal with the situation. So I do tend to get quiet. I can silk touch the gold and smelt it. I do tend to get very quiet when I'm trying not to die, for example. Have I left any other gold, actually? Now I'm here with the Silk Touch, that presents more options for me. Probably have left gold somewhere. Anyway, it's debris we want, so we shall continue. We need 12 more. Minimum. And really, we could do with having even more than that. But the achievement we said we wanted today was cover me in debris. I am still wondering how successful this ancient debris mine is going to be. Could dig through all that gravel, couldn't I? But I don't know if I could be bothered. You know what might be the way? Doing the old... I mean, this is risky with lava. There's not actually that much of it, is there? Yeah, maybe that's what I should have done. Go back to those other ones. Oops. And is there any more after this? How far does this gravel go on for? Alright. Let's just run this one quickly. There we go. This is 2 or 3. I'm going to say it's 2. Oh, I've got 2 bows on me. I didn't realise that. Some space. I actually probably need to burn a fair bit of this, don't I? Let's do that now. Get rid of all this netherrack. Don't really need those. Some of this is stuff that I just forgot to put away, really. Am I planning to display the head? Yes. Ah, right. What I will do after this mining session, to wrap up the stream, if you're still on, I will show you where I've been displaying them all. I'm past the halfway point. There's 88 mob heads, and I've got 48. So I've got 40 to go. And I have made a display spot. So I'll show you that. I'm actually doing pretty well with it. A lot of the heads I've got are the harder heads to get. So I'm not left with too much else to do, really. Great. That's that sorted. Just keep my eye above me, because lava could come raining down at any moment using that technique. Alright, that is definitely the end of that one. So, what did we get there? I think we got, yeah, 2 in that spot there. So that was alright. Now we'll just deal with this thing again. Leave no stone unturned. So what's the counter now? We've already got one piece of, we've got one netherite scrap. We've got 3 debris back home. We've got 2 debris in our hotbar, which means I need 10 more to get all my armor done. Doesn't seem like that should take me too much longer. All being well. But of course, the game will decide. You know, mining streams are actually quite nice because I actually really like just going for a bit of a mining session. It's a bit of a brainless activity, really, but it is the most Minecrafty thing to do after all. Mine. And there's something that's quite cool about finally finding the thing you're looking for as well after searching around. It's almost a little bit... I wonder if it works on the same mechanic. You know, like when people gamble? Or when they're doom scrolling? They'll go through a load of stuff they don't want, and every now and then they'll get a result, or they'll find something that they do want. And the fact that they can't just get it all the time and that they have to actually invest time into it makes them feel like they want to do that again. It's the reason we all stare at our phones so much on Reels, because, you know, most of the Reels you view, or most of the YouTube Shorts you view, pretty terrible, really. Like, they're not good. They're just slop. But the reason you keep scrolling is because every now and then you'll find one that really does actually make you laugh or that is interesting. And so the knowledge that just one more swipe you might get the thing you're looking for keeps you scrolling. And so in the same way, because we know that that works on the same mechanics as gambling, is that how mining works? Do I keep mining because just a few more blocks and I might find more ancient debris? Is that why I like it so much? Part of me thinks that did I miss something in the ceiling there? No. Part of me thinks that that is the mechanic going on here. It feels similar to that. Random pigling wandering around in the mine. Let's eat, actually, because that's why I'm so slow. Okie dokie. See, I think we're approaching territory now where it's less likely I'm going to find stuff, but we'll keep going. I think there's just an awful lot of lava in this particular spot that I've chosen, unfortunately. I think that might just be one block. Let's see if we can... Yeah, I think we're good. I really do hope we can get cover me with debris. I think we actually missed some gold earlier, didn't we? In one of the other passageways. Maybe I'll just check that. Even if I don't find a ton more debris, I want to get as much golden quartz as I possibly can. No. No, maybe I imagined it. Efficiency! Think time for another getting rid of the trash session. Keep one stack around just for blocking things off if I need to. Yeah, that might be the gold I was thinking about. Seems like there's a fair bit of it there. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. I don't know if you can see, but the wind's blowing the curtains open and I'm just getting sunlight blasting directly in my face. So I'm just going to go and close the window a little bit so I don't keep getting blasted by sunlight.
Refill my glass of water as well.
There we go. Just adjust this again so I can get my head in frame properly. Whoa! Mouse is going all over the place. That looks okay to me. Cool. Cool. Any of you know that reference? It's a show I'm obsessed with at the moment. I mean, it's not exactly a new show, right? But I've only just started watching it like last month. So for me, it's new and I love it. Really isn't a lot of debris so far, is there? I almost feel like finding bastions might have been a faster way to get debris. Which is really saying something. I suppose I could either make TNT. I've got quite a lot of gunpowder. But here's the thing. I've got a lot of gunpowder from that farm. But using gunpowder with so much lava about, I feel like it would just make the game completely unplayable. not the game, but this any ancient debris in the area would be more or less unmineable, is what I'm saying. Is that all from that? Can I block that off? Or is that... No, I think it's probably the whole thing, isn't it? Yeah, alright. Yeah, I think any debris that I found would be pretty much unmineable if I use TNT in an area like this. So unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be an option. Looks like... finally. So that's one. Let's just undo that. Is there any more? No, might have just been a one vein that. Hard to tell because of all the lava. Nah, here we go. 2, 3. Now that's why you dig around. Because you never know. I should, even that I should check, shouldn't I? I think we're probably good there. So we're back in business. We need 7 more debris. Is it 7 more? Yeah, that's right. And then we can head back. 6 more. That's a fixable one. Hey, here we go. 4 more. We're hitting a winning streak now. Let's hope it continues. Just 4 more. This has actually been a pretty good direction. I might make this the new direction to head in. It's just changed to a Soul Sand Valley biome as well, so there'd probably be less lava here now. he says. Is that just one? Or is that... No, I think that's game over for that tunnel. That's alright. We did well in that one. That was a really good result. Just 4 more. Can we do it? That was indeed a strong start in that direction. So I think what we'll do, I don't think it's likely that if I start mining here we're going to get more. So I'm going to go... I didn't even go this way yet. I think we'll be quicker to hit lava in this direction anyway, so let's just do this fast. Oh, okay, it's just one. Goodbye. Time to get rid of some items as well, isn't it? Oh! That was close. Wasn't paying enough attention to that. I'm sort of only paying attention to lava appearing in front of me. But I guess that does mean that now... Now I can do this. Make a load more space. Good, good, and we're back on. Come on. Just a little more debris and we're there. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. Ah, it was right there. Don't think there's any more there. 3 more debris. That could be one find, essentially. But we have got gravel. Can I be bothered? Let's just do it. Hopefully it's only a little bit and we can just carry on. Yeah. Three more debris. About halfway down on our durability with this pick as well. 1, 2. 1 more debris. Is it already here? Doesn't look like it. Did I hear a shout? Oh, dinner's ready. Okay, be there in a sec. Can we get one more debris? I should go for dinner, really. Give up on that. It is the gambling thing, isn't it? I'm literally just now thinking about my determination to finish this. Even though really my time's up. Just one more. We can do this, guys. I know it's here. There it is. We've done it. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm so glad we found that. That was relatively quickly as well. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, I am going to take the debris with me to where I'm going to show you where I'm displaying the heads, because I said I'd show you that before I signed off. So we'll set this smelting. I'll show you where the heads are. Then we'll go back and cover me with debris, and we'll sign off, because I'm already being naughty, really. I'm already being naughty by staying on, even though dinner's ready. But as long as it's just another minute, I think we'll be okay. Speed this along. $15. Now, this is going to waste one blaze rod, really, but we just need to set that going. We have gold upstairs. So, let me show you where the heads are, because I haven't actually collected any heads that I didn't already have this stream. So, very briefly, I'll just go up here. This looks awful, by the way, I know, but it's very convenient for getting on the nether roof. So here are all the heads I've collected so far. This is one side. I'm doing them in alphabetical order. So I need Allay, Armadillo, and then we have Axolotl. And it kind of just goes through like that in rows. So that's up to, like, I say, around about N. And then on this side we have more. These are the other ones that I've got. Every single one of these has come from a kill, by the way. I've not traded for any of them or anything like that. This is all, even the Warden. If you didn't see that episode, I think it was episode 4. If you go back and watch like the first 20 minutes of the stream, it's probably only the first 10 minutes actually. That's when I got the Warden head, and I'd done like a big kill chamber setup to get it, which was surprisingly effective. So yeah, 48 heads and counting. I've got 40 to go. So we're past the halfway mark. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's just head back through here. Definitely need a more safe way of getting down because I'm pushing my luck with that one. Let's get in here. Gold. That'll be enough for sure. Probably don't need that much actually. Need to get a few more of these. So I need the diamonds as well. Also need that netherite scrap. So that's 4. I do need to duplicate it once more though, because I don't want to completely use it up, right? Is that it? What was it? How do you make it? Oh, it's the template at the top. Okay. Right. So yeah, now I've got 5. Can put 1 back in here. Like so. Head up here. Oh, we need to actually make diamond armor as well for a start. I need to. Oh, I've got so much junk in my inventory, man. Let's just offload a bit. That's my gold. So, helmet, chest plate, leggings, boots. Are we done here? We are indeed. And here we are, guys. This is the moment. One, 2, 3. Cover me in debris. Let's get this horrible copper armor off. And there we are. We made it. We actually got full debris. Full ancient debris. Full netherite, that's the word I'm thinking of. We got it on the stream. So, without further ado, what about gallery style? You can't wait for number 67. I bet you can't wait for number 67. 67. I like how you've dropped that in there. I haven't been able to make that awful joke this entire stream, but now I can. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's now raining and it's tea time, so next episode we'll probably have trimmed this armor and maybe we'll get some villagers, because I think for this level of armor it's going to be much easier to get what I want on it if I use villagers. So thanks again, and hopefully we'll also get some heads next time. Cheers for tuning in. I'll end the stream there.